it's pretty. It's pretty wild.
And it seems like they're doing what everybody's always complained that clubs should do, which I expect no less of Chris anyway, but because he's always, I mean, I think his whole motivation was to do right, but to have like good comics from out of town and then have good local people open for them.
Yeah.
Do I look
out of focus to you?
I don't think so.
Can't tell.
I mean,
I guess it's just the
light's the light's a little harsh on your face.
Yeah, I can't do anything about that. That's just.
I forgot my lighting rig, but I don't.
Yeah.
They added.
I got a hard.
You got a hard.
What?
Got a hard shadow over here on the left side of my face, but I left my little my ring light upstairs. I'm not gonna go get it now.
Now I'm getting the thing where the green screen is poking holes in my eyes.
Yeah.
Oh well.
All
right.
I think.
Oh, hang on.
I'm gonna change the Wi-Fi setting. Prioritize.
There we
go. Oh.
Are we going? It says we're going.
Have we been going?
We might have been going.
Streaming this whole time.
Well. Let me check the
settings here.
We didn't do the
intro music.
What a disaster.
I'm more worried about the people we were talking about.
We were shit talking.
Shit talking the club.
No,
it's
just Aaron, my ill views on Tyler Gooch.
We all know
how we feel about Tyler Gooch.
Yeah, I guess we're going.
So
here, hang on.
We'll do the intro.
I said
we'll do the intro.
Are you playing the music?
I'm trying to,
but
things are running a
little slow. All right.
I thought you were cueing me. I'm like, I was waiting for the music.
Here we go.
Welcome to On the Cross with Lucas Murphy. I'm Lucas Murphy, and as always, to my extreme left is my expert knob twiddler, the cartographer, Nathan P. Woodard of Nathan P. Woodard fame. What's a good word, Nathan?
The good word is topsoil.
Topsoil. Okay. Did I come in too early?
No.
I
just didn't. That was a rough.
We had a bit of a rough
landing. I think I could only hear the music through your headphones.
Yeah, I think.
I just heard them. I heard the whistling. I think that's the time before when he starts whistling is when I come in. So
yeah,
topsoil. You having some erosion issues?
Boy, I'm having all kinds of issues. I'm having erosion issues. I'm also having garden issues. It's not been a good outdoor year for the boy.
Are you doing box garden this year, or did you just dig up your new backyard?
I did a box garden. I raised it up pretty tall.
Yeah,
and I discovered a pricing error at Lowe's.
Oh yeah,
on dirt.
Really?
I pulled a punch drunk love on
That's
dirt.
what I was just getting. Did you get a vacation? Did you get a flight? I forget where he was going.
Yeah. I did not get a flight anywhere, but I did get several trips back and forth to and from the Lowe's because I realized that they were selling these big bags of soil for like 30 cents instead of $3. And so I just kept loading up my Toyota Highlander
for 30 cents.
It was like cheaper than bulk dirt. It was crazy. I bought it all.
How could the person working the counter not catch that? Who sells dirt for 30 cents?
I mean,
how big of a bag was it?
Like one of those big like 2-yard bags, yeah. Like the big, because I don't know whether they're like 30 pounds or something.
Yeah. Because we got them for our garden, and they were like $10, I think.
Yeah,
$8 maybe. I might be rounding up. I think it was like $8. We got like 10 bags for around $100.
Well, here's the twist. It's not the best dirt. I think I might have just dumped a bunch of sawdust into my garden box.
We did go kind of high end on the dirt. We went and found a dirt that was like 4 box gardens.
Yeah, that stuff works real good. I was trying to go.
Ours is doing pretty well.
All natural this year. None of that Miracle Grow. And
it's hard to do.
So far, nothing. I mean, nothing has really found purchase. I got some pepper plants. But one of my tomatoes died and the other is looking pretty sad. I don't know. And I got mushrooms growing all over the place.
Mushrooms that you are growing or just mushrooms that are growing themselves?
They are just growing themselves because I used organic fertilizer.
Yeah, so it's got all kinds of fungus in it.
It's got all kinds of dookie. Then here comes the fungus.
I was just surprised how little dirt those bags of dirt are because we bought like 10. We have 2 box gardens. We got like we just ordered the kind you just put together instead of like building it with wood. We just got some from Amazon that you just snap together.
Oh,
like
right.
Made out of sheet metal. Yeah. We got 2 of those. And I thought we had plenty of dirt. I thought we were going to have dirt left over. And I think we started off with 8 bags maybe, and it wasn't even enough for 1.
Yeah. It takes so much dirt. Yeah, I was just driving back and forth.
I was surprised.
I got that.
Dirt is heavy too.
I ruined the suspension on my old station wagon, hauling dirt in the back of it.
I mean, we didn't. Yeah, it's the hard part, and the part that has kept me from going back to Lowe's to get one for our second garden is taking it from the store and dragging it out to my car in those flatbed dollies that you can't really still steer very well. It was such a pain in the ass when I did it the first time. It was really busy. Like when we got it, it was early. It might have even still been May. I think it was May, and people were just I think they might have just lifted the mask mandate. I feel like I was still wearing a mask, but there were a lot of people. There were a lot of people at Lowe's, and weren't very conscientious about moving when somebody with a huge flatbed dolly full of dirt was trying to come through. And a dolly would only go one direction.
Yeah. A few years ago, I was probably 3, maybe 4 years ago now. I was hauling dirt on one of those big dollies, and I ran my foot over in a pair of flip-flops, and my toenail has only now started to grow back.
Wow. Oh, man, that's rough.
Horrific.
Yeah.
And I just kind of let
I would like to. A whimper.
Yeah, just a.
I would like to. I don't know what we're going to put. It might be. Is it still? Is there anything you can plant this late in the summer?
Yeah, you can still
I know it's
plant a
not late
lot of stuff
summer,
because I
but-
got a late start on it too. There was that week or two where it just rained all the time, and I had just bought the lumber
Yeah.
before that, and then
Yeah.
we were gone out of town for a week, and then I got back and it was pouring rain, and I was like, ooh.
Yeah. We just got to go get some more dirt. That's it. We already have it. It's just sitting out there now. But we're getting some jalapenos. I've picked some jalapenos, and I know it. I think it has something to do with the dirt, like how hot your jalapenos are, because ours are super mild.
Oh,
Like I don't even know if it's good enough. Like maybe they'd be good for like some fresh salsa or some fresh pico. But like I cooked some chili and to cut up in chili, I think they were. I don't think they really did a lot.
you know what?
Um,
I got a taco last night that had jalapeno slices on it, like fresh jalapeno, and it
mhm.
was like nothing. Maybe there's just a bad batch of them this year.
It just tasted like a green pepper, because that's what mine
I
kind
mean,
of just. It
the
tastes a little
time-
bit like a green pepper.
I just thought that maybe I had gotten stronger, but now I'm thinking maybe
Oh,
they were just
really?
weak peppers.
I feel like it has something to do with where they're grown. It has. I don't know what it is, but
Hmm.
and I don't want a super hot pepper, but I like the taste of jalapenos more than like the
Oh,
taste
yeah.
of a habanero, because habaneros are okay, but I don't love the way they taste. They're good to add that spice kick. I like them in chili a little bit, but not a lot. I don't like
the
like
flavor.
I don't like the habanero based hot sauces as much.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, I mean I've made them. So the habanero jelly is pretty good, but then we got some cherry tomatoes. I ate some just yesterday. Marsha picked a few of them. They were delicious. Yeah, no, we'll see. I don't know what else I want to plant. At first, I always start off this way, like in late winter, early spring. I have all these grand ideas, just like we're growing all our food this summer.
Yeah, in your
Then when it comes
backyard.
time to actually do it, you're just like, man, I don't want to do this. And besides, it's not I kind of want to just do a salsa garden with just tomatoes, onions, and peppers, and that's it.
Yeah, I'm
so
out
I'm not a
there
huge
like I'm Seymour, just begging the
Oh,
plants to
feed it.
grow, and nothing's happening.
You get squeezing blood into there.
Yeah, I'm just gonna start letting myself bleed into the radishes.
Let's
Radishes,
see.
radishes are the one thing that is growing pretty good.
I didn't even think about radishes. That's a good one. I like radish in a salad or pickled radishes on tacos. That's good. Oh, from last year, I had a habanero bush I just had potted last year. And one habanero plant will produce a ton of peppers.
Mhm.
And so I made some different types of hot sauces, and I made a peach habanero hot sauce that I liked pretty good. I made a pineapple one I didn't care for, but then I also was fermenting some. I put them in a jar. I cut them up with some orange bell peppers because I found a recipe that said orange bell peppers and garlic. They said to ferment them. I put them in the refrigerator. It said you could keep them in there as long as you wanted. So I kept them in there like a year. I got them out, put them in there in June. I got them out in this June, and they smelled horrible. There was nothing like floating on them. Like I poked my finger in there to the brine and tasted it, and it was like, oh, this is kind of funky. Definitely had a kick to it. And then when I started like actually gonna process it, and I was like, oh, this smells horrible. I just threw them out. I just put the lid back on the jar and threw the whole thing in a garbage can. It was gross. You're not really having erosion problems in your yard, are you?
Oh yes, I am actually with all that rain. I mean, I think we
that's
talked
rough.
about my garage flooding before. It keeps happening.
Yeah. So did you just lose you losing your yard?
It's just it's sinking in places, and I'm gonna have to dig up. And I actually had the guys with the little flags come out. I'm gonna have to
Oh,
dig
really?
some new drainage system in the backyard.
Wow.
But it's fun because I'm also gonna put in a fire pit and plant a tree in the
Ooh,
front yard while I've
that's
got all
nice.
the spray paint and flags.
Wait, so you're not putting the fire pit in your front yard, are you?
Yeah, right in the driveway. No, it's in the backyard.
Put a kiln. I got a smelter and a kiln.
Oof, don't dare me. I'm one of those guys that could easily get it. You know what? When I was looking at how to dig a drainage ditch and stuff, like how to put in the that black plastic tube, and looking at plans for different kinds of fire pits. I came across the Wikipedia page for hobby tunneling. Have you heard of this?
As in tunneling for a hobby?
It's like there's a whole Wikipedia page for it. It's where a guy starts to dig a barbecue pit, and then he just discovers he loves digging and keeps digging and digging and digging. Just builds himself an actual man cave.
That was me as a kid for sure. I always wanted to dig, and I would dig. I thought that it was possible to. Well, for one, I would always dig for gold in my backyard. I was convinced that I could just start digging, and my parents would let me. And then I would always try to dig, wanting to dig like a swimming pool, but I would always get tired.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. That's got to be dangerous, though, if you do it too much.
This one, I mean, on the Wikipedia, it's crazy. These guys, there was one guy, I think in somewhere in the West Coast, I want to say Northern California, just kept digging and digging until he had miles of tunnel. He had an entire he had a room big enough that they had his daughter's wedding in the tunnels with 40 guests.
What was he digging with?
Just with a shovel, and he was paying neighborhood kids a nickel per wheelbarrow to get the dirt away.
Wow, that's insane. I mean, I have actually laid in bed at night many times just fantasizing about the end of the world, and that I would like to have a tunnel system rather, that I could just run and hide. I could just run from people and hide and pull it over, and have dead leaves on it, where they couldn't see where I went. But then I'd actually go to my actual base would be 500 feet away somewhere else. So even if they did get in that hole, if I was being chased, I could collapse it behind me.
Oh yeah, that's
a great able to get me.
Whew.
But I would have to have another way out, So
yeah,
and that was. Haven't started digging the holes yet, though. How did they own the property that they're digging on? I don't think you can just dig holes under people's property. It's like Mr. Burns digging under the school.
Yeah, that's some of these guys just did it without ever being detected. And after they die, they find a tunnel that goes underneath everyone else's houses. And
that is so cool. Where was this? It can't be I guess it could, because everybody's got basements around here.
I mean, you go deep enough. Hang on. I'm going to Wikipedia. I'm gonna look up. We gotta get our facts straight here.
Hobby
tunneling.
Wow.
Usually, hobby tunnelers dig their tunnels by hand using little equipment, and some can spend years or even decades to achieve any degree of completion. In some cases, tunnels have been dug secretly and only discovered by chance. Let's see. There's this guy, William Burrow Schmidt, was a California miner who spent 32 years drilling a 636-meter tunnel that's like half a mile through solid granite. He claimed to be building a shortcut from his mining operation to the smelter. When a new road was constructed, rendering his shortcut obsolete, Schmidt carried on his work regardless. He used simple hand tools and occasional explosives for tunneling, carrying out the debris in a wheelbarrow or on the back of his 2 burros. He supported himself by working as a farmhand in the summer. So it just became his thing. Like, he took on a second job to keep going with his tunnel.
So he would work all summer long so that he could tunnel the winter away.
So he could support his tunnel through granite.
He would tunnel through granite during the winter and then work all summer. Wow.
It says if
There's
precious
also
metals
mining, though.
Well, it says if precious metals were ever found, he never took any of it to market. When his tunnel was completed, he sold his concession to another miner, packed up his belongings, and left.
He was just in it for the work.
It was a journey.
Dig. It was a journey.
Yeah.
It's not the destination. God. He's probably the most like emotionally satisfied man that ever. Like when he got done doing that, there's never been anybody more satisfied with anything than he was when he finished that tunnel. I'd like to meet him. He's probably an asshole now.
Well, I mean, wasn't he like, he's an old miner. He's probably long gone.
Yeah, he's an old miner. Yeah.
What's the...
I doubt he has very good social skills.
I'm trying to find Glenn Havens. San Diego inhabitant Glenn Havens constructed a maze of tunnels under his house. Havens started out in 1949 enlarging his barbecue pit, but ended up digging roughly 200 meters of tunnels and underground rooms.
Good God.
Havens enlisted the help of his...
So he's got to be digging down.
Well,
it's got to go down, but then it's got to... I mean, he's not digging straight down, but you got to go straight down a certain distance.
Yeah, there's YouTube videos of people going through his tunnels.
Wow.
He enlisted the help of his... Glenn Havens. The underground complex was large enough to hold his daughter's wedding reception in 1960 with some 200 guests in attendance.
Jeez.
Havens.
I mean, how did he get... Did he run power down there?
I don't know.
Or have generators?
They must have. Havens ignored building regulations and never got any permit. Local authorities recommended people not go inside, but took no further action.
Yeah, no shit. I don't think I want to go. I'm going to go to the county clerk's office. Like, where do I get a tunneling permit?
I'm trying to dig a tunnel from my house to...
my daughter's getting married.
I need
my daughter's getting married in a few years. I don't want to pay.
Yeah, where do I get my wedding tunnel permit?
Oh, that's great. So, are you digging like a barbecue fire pit, or are you digging like a just sit around and roast some weenies fire pit?
Yeah, just a weenie roast fire pit. Probably just sit around and drink beers in the summertime fire pit.
Our behind the house neighbors have one that's a pretty good size one. And although I complain about it, I used to kind of complain about it when I got some binoculars and actually got a good look at it. Like, man, that thing's actually pretty cool. But their fires get huge. I mean, it's essentially a bonfire.
Yeah, no, I don't want that. I have a very small yard.
And this is like, the fire is actually too big for their yard. They shouldn't be having, but it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
They were doing some weird. That's why they were doing something weird in the middle of the night. I was in the bathroom and I could see like this weird light. I'm talking about like 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning. There was a light in their backyard and I couldn't tell what was going on. So I ordered some binoculars. I got like a good pair of binoculars online. A good pair of binoculars.
And then you and Tom Hanks had a stakeout.
But now that I have the binoculars, they've never seen. They haven't come out once. Nothing. I haven't seen them.
They're burying the bodies on the other side of the house.
They must be monitoring my Amazon purchases.
Yeah.
Like, we got to get out of here. He's got the binoculars are here. I'll be here by Monday. We got to get out of here by Tuesday. And what's funny is I almost got a telescope instead. I was like, I could get a telescope and I could use it to spy. But then I could also look at the stars with it. But
yeah, now all you need to do is break your leg.
Yeah. I thought the telescope's too conspicuous, though.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess looking at your window with binoculars is, but I can always, because actually all I've really used it for is to watch squirrels.
Oh, yeah.
It's kind of fun to watch squirrels, to spy on squirrels, see them up close. But there's something really conspicuous about a telescope, like, pointed down.
Yeah. Well, unless it's like a brass, seafaring telescope, it's going to always be poking out the window.
Yeah, yeah. Or I can get one of those electronic telescopes.
Those
real fat ones. They're like big. They're short and fat. And point them at the moon. And you can see like my father-in-law has one. You can get like good. If it's a full moon, you can get good. A good look at a good view of the moon with it, the surface of the moon.
Yeah. There was an old guy with one of those great big telescopes at the park one night, and he was like, "You want to see Jupiter?" And I was like, "Sure." And holy shit! You could see Jupiter. It's clear as day.
Wow! Like just an orb.
I mean, like you could see the eye. Then he pointed it at Saturn, and you could see Saturn. It was
Jesus Christ!
Bananas.
It's insane. I think that would almost. I think I could possibly would have a panic attack from seeing that.
Yeah, it was. I was like, part of me was like, that can't really be Saturn that I'm looking at. This is just a ViewMaster.
Yeah, that's what I was. Yeah,
it was surreal.
Huh. I would like to see one of the. So that's like a $20,000-$30,000 telescope.
I have no idea. He was just. There was a couple of these guys park? Like they were like hobbyists that meet up at the park on a clear night.
Yeah. Wow. I need to get a real hobby like that, like tunneling, or I'm tired of my stupid. All my hobbies keep me in the house. I need a hobby like tunneling, or that gets me out of the house.
We're gonna meet up at the park and start tunneling.
We could combine the two. Tunnel to a good telescope lookout. All right, this is a good lookout for our telescopes. Let's get the tunnel. Let's start working on the tunnel.
Yeah, somebody just calls the cops. They're like, "There's a bunch of middle-aged guys. They're grilling and digging a hole in the park." Like, we're tunneling over to his neighbor's house to find out what's going on.
I'm gonna mock up. Yeah, but we're gonna start the tunnel from 2 miles away, so that we can collapse it on us if we need to run away. The houses for a mile. Houses it just becomes a sinkhole. They just collapse it on themselves. Whole families die. Oh, I'll mock up some permits though. It'll look good if it's on. There's a notary at work. I'll get them notarized. Okay, let's get in on this puzzle here. This is the puzzle for tomorrow. We wait till late on Monday so that we can give you the puzzle for Tuesday. And here I wish they had. Oh, this is the puzzle by Katie Hale. Sometimes I wish they had like a title or a theme. Well, they do have themes, but a title. Let's see here. Land This is a 4-letter word. Land with coast on both the Caspian Sea and the Persian Gulf. Oh, it's got to be Asia, right?
Ural?
That's not it. No.
No.
Land with coast on both the Caspian Sea and the Persian Gulf. I can make sure where the Persian Gulf is.
Would that be Iraq or Iran?
Ooh, I bet it's Iraq. Nope. Iran. Spaces between teeth. I have
Gaps.
4-letter word. Oh, gaps. Slightly drunk. Tipsy. It's got to be tipsy, right?
Looks that way.
They've changed the way this one. Okay. Like a whole cooked fish. Say. Like a whole cooked fish. I don't know it. What does that mean? Like a whole cooked?
Isn't there like a
Fish.
term for when you just get the whole cooked fish
I was
with
just
the
gonna
eyeball
say-
on it?
Yeah, head on. I don't know. Let's look at the down and like some old PCs, IBMs.
Do they not make their own PCs no more? What happened to the
I don't know.
ThinkPad?
I don't know, man. Plant part that most herbicides attack. Oh, we are just talking
Root.
about this, you know. Attacking the root. That seems dirty.
Mm.
Oh, Anna Karenina. This, I think, is bone. No, okay. What is this?
Bony?
Three downs, no.
Bono?
Oh, Anna Karenina. What was her no? No. Oh, no, yet. Bony. Okay. That's silly. It's the whole fish is bony.
Oh, because you don't bone
Yeah.
the whole
Guess the
fish.
bone's still in there, yeah.
I guess.
I don't know about you. I bone the whole fish.
Yeah.
Time I bone a fish. Leave no fish unboned.
Like that video of that dolphin at the zoo.
I haven't seen that.
Or maybe it's a beluga whale, but it's like, where they have the window down below the tank where you can go and watch them swim
Yeah.
around. And it's this porpoise just sticking his dick in a dead fish's mouth.
Oh
He
God!
just keeps swimming past the window with it, like
That is psychotic.
it's very disturbing. And there's that one where the monkey does it with a frog. That one was
I've never seen that before either. I saw a chimpanzee put his own dick in his mouth at once at a zoo in Mexico.
You got to go to Mexico for that.
Yeah, it put its own dick in its mouth, and then they start looking around at everybody. It was stretches. It just was looking around at everybody, and there was this guy behind me that was with our group. It was this Mormon guy, and he just goes, "That's bizarre." It was OMC. He goes, "How bizarre? How bizarre?" Just kept going.
That's what that song's about.
Yeah, no, that's what the song's about. The time OMC went to a
Every
zoo in
time I look
Mexico.
around, it's in my face.
Yeah. Not much. 4-letter word for not much. I don't know.
A bit.
Yep. Could be a bit.
Ooh.
Let's see. D-Day beach name. It's Normandy Beach, right?
Omaha.
Oh,
Like they had the
yeah. Where
code
the steaks
names or
come
whatever.
from. The steaks.
Yeah,
That's where they get the steaks.
That's what we were fighting for.
All that a greedy business person thinks about. What's money?
Money, money, money.
Just over and over again. Whoops. I missed one there. I'll go back.
Money, mapuni, money.
Money, money. Venus de Milo.
That's a statue.
Bendable body parts. Knees? Oh, bendable body part. Yeah, but it is knee.
Wow.
President Poe. I was going to say
Dameron.
Poe Dameron.
From the Star Wars.
Yeah, the gay pilot from Star Wars. President Poe. Oh, it's Pro. President Pro.
President Pro.
Is this like a Latin word? Let's see.
Oh,
let's see what
pro
the
tem.
is.
TEM.
Well, that's what I was thinking. But I was thinking temp. I thought it was TEMP.
He's the professional temporary president.
That's what I thought. It was like when the president has to like get sick or something.
We should just have that. We should have like substitute president, and that way there's no rush to get another president. Like the whole idea that they're forcing us to choose. If we just had a guy that could just be in that place, just like, and then we weren't like
just for a little while, see how he works out.
Just our feet aren't to the fire. We can take our time finding the right president.
We're acting like that the president of the United States is the only kind of president there is. It's not like this could be like the president of some bank. It could be the president of the Beachmont Hobby Tunnelists.
Yeah, how about this? Everybody who's the president of something gets to be in charge for one day.
Yes. Let's see.
Get the guy from the men's hair club. Get him in there.
Oh my God, no! That's gonna be cool because that's awfully close. When you start giving it to the men's hair club guy, the next guy's gonna be the My Pillow guy, and that's not that road.
All roads lead to the My Pillow guy running for president.
My Pillow. Cy Sperling's his name, by the way. The hair club guy, Cy Sperling. Whatever happened?
Cy Sperling. He probably dead.
He's probably, or is president of some small Central American country.
Yeah, he's a big
hot shot guy. Inform
jockey.
You think it's a jockey? No. Is there a socialist version of the My Pillow guy? Who's the big,
like just a big wacko?
Yeah, who has a moderately successful millionaire? Yeah, I'm sure there is, but I can't think of who it would be. Let's see here. Hot shot guy informally. I don't know. Let's see what the down is here. Arizona City and county seat. Yuma?
Yuba.
I only know that from the movie 310 to Yuma. Hot shot guy. I still don't know. What's this? Username on Xbox. It's gamer tag.
Oh, it's going to be like Mr. Cool.
That's so lame for Mr. Cool.
I think it is because, Pinko and Steno. Mr. Cool. Remember Mr. Cool Ice? It's like an old internet thing. It's a picture of the guy who got the tattoos all over himself that says Mr. Cool Ice and then a skull.
No.
Oh man,
No.
Mr. Cool Ice.
Oh, I wonder what Pinko is. Oh,
Isn't that-
Cold War
Yeah.
era appetite. Yes, yeah. I just wondered what the clue was. I knew what it is. Pinko, I think, describes this show. Lead into graphy. Oh, stenography. Mr. Cool. I mean, I know Joe Cool.
Joe Cool.
Brood.
That he killed Batman's parents, right?
Yeah. Uh-huh. Brood. Probably Mope. Yeah. There we go. Relaxing soak before bed, maybe. What? Something bath. Foot bath?
A relaxing soak.
Before bed, maybe.
That's-
What kind of bath would it be? Hot bath?
Yeah.
Yes. Hot bath.
Hot
That's-
bath.
Katie, I am not impressed so far. Mr. Cool. That one's kind of making me upset. Is that a reference to, is that like a pop culture reference or something? Who actually says Mr. Cool?
Yeah. I don't know. He thinks he's so cool.
Stroller to a Brit. I think that's going to be Pram.
Oh yeah.
Philippe. Maddie or Jesus of baseball fame? I don't know. Witches, hags. Now that's a little unfair. Not all witches are hags.
Here, I'm bringing up
Not
a
all-
picture of Mr. Cool Ice. Do you
No.
have the stream open?
Oh no, I don't. I can pull it up on my phone though. I should be
Well,
able to.
if anybody's out there watching, this is Mr. Cool Ice. He's like a early, like turn of the millennia meme, known for his Mr. Cool Ice tattoos. And I love. There's a skeleton with sunglasses doing this on his chest, and then he has sunglasses tattooed on the back of his head.
I'll probably remember it whenever. Well, I'm just gonna. Well, I'll look at it later.
Yeah, I took it back down. It was blocking everything.
Mister. It's also not fair. Not every hag is a witch either.
Yeah,
There's some hags that are out there just like, hey, we never ate a baby.
yeah. I just
Actor
have warts.
Yeah, it's a virus. Actor Ken or actress Lena? Ken. The only actor named Ken I can think of is Watanabe.
Lena. There's Ken. Well, no, he's not an actor.
It begins with an O. Well, let's just move on here. Felipe, Maddie, and Jesus. I still don't know that. Common grilled cheese sandwich go with. Oh, that's tomato soup.
I've
Tomato
heard of that.
soup. No, you ever make tomato soup from scratch?
Yes, I did. What? Maybe a couple of years ago, I really, really wanted some tomato soup and grilled cheese.
Yeah.
But it was. I forget if it was like the weather was bad or I was sick, or just maybe I was drunk or something. But I tried to make a tomato soup, and I used a jar of marinara sauce.
Oh, I thought
And
you
it
were going to say
did not
ketchup.
turn. No, I would never. It was like a tomato basil marinara. It was close, but it was just off enough that you could
I
still kind of
see if you had like some chicken broth or vegetable broth to add to it instead of water, maybe to thin it out. And then some cream. That would probably work fine. Some heavy cream.
It was just off. But yeah, I know.
I
I
mean-
love to make a good tomato soup.
Oh, I do too. And I used to be really good. I used to have a really good recipe. I could just make it a tomato bisque that was really good. And I went a few years without making it just for whatever reason. I don't know. And I didn't really have a recipe. I had a recipe that I started with, but I adjusted it and didn't really make notes, you know.
Yeah.
And I can't remember how I've lost something. I still make a decent
Oh.
tomato soup, but I can't figure out. Last time I made one, I think I need to make it again because I added a little bit of clove to it. And I
Oh.
think the clove was what it was missing. I mean, just a little bit. Clove was really strong. And I added some cinnamon, but I accidentally like poured too much in. Like I was sprinkling it and the lid came off or something. Like too much cinnamon got in it. Like was scraped it out, but it was still way too much. And everybody was like, "Did you put cinnamon?" It wasn't bad. It wasn't inedible, but it was. I mean, I threw it out after we didn't save it. But
Yeah.
now I think that I just won't even put cinnamon in it next time. I won't even buy.
That was Laura
Not-
made a soup the other day that called for a little bit of like white wine.
Yeah.
And she accidentally put like a half a cup of white wine vinegar.
Oh.
soup. It was like pickle soup.
I was gonna say it's like too much white wine. You just cook it down. It shouldn't be too bad. But white wine vinegar, that's pretty rough. Like
Yeah,
she
it was-
misread it. She misread it,
Just
or she
Misread
thought
the
that
bottle. Yeah.
Oh.
Because we have bottles of different kinds of vinegars and wines and soy sauce and
you
stuff all
use-
sitting on the
Yeah.
counter.
Do you buy cooking wines?
Have
like a little
I
bottle of
have
cooking
wines. A lot of times though, if I'm making dinner, I'll just like grab the bottle of wine and just put a little bit
that's
of
what I do too.
or a beer.
Yeah, that's what I do too. But then I have found that certain wines aren't as good because I don't really like to drink white wine, but it's far better to cook with,
Oh
in my
yeah.
opinion. And not all are equal too, because I've made some beer. I've put some beer in some stuff that I was like, it was. I mean, it wasn't bad, but it just didn't really add anything to it. Or like a real strong, because I'll make these mushrooms that I cook for a long time and like cook down in beer. And if you use like a string, you know how IPAs are kind of can be kind of spicy. They'll cook down and it'll just taste like you're eating. It just tastes like the IPA.
Yeah.
And that's not fun I mean, I don't mind it, but my kids don't want to eat that. Knocked off schedule. A 6-letter word for knocked off schedule. Is just behind? No. And I don't know these baseball players.
Wait, what is it?
Which one?
Is 12? The one we're looking at.
Well, right now we're looking at 32.
Oh, 32. It's a little blurry on my screen.
But we were looking at 29 down, which is knocked off schedule. I thought it was going to be behind, but it's not. Let's just move on here. 2012 Ben Affleck film. 4 letters, starts with an A. Oh, Ben Affleck is Argo. I got Ben Affleck confused with Ben Stiller, and I was thinking, well, maybe he was a producer, and I just didn't know it.
Ben Stein.
Yeah, Ben Stein. It would have been great. I used to love to watch Ben Stein's Money. Or
He
Win Ben
did
Stein's
make a
Money.
movie. Do you remember that? He made a
The
movie.
documentary
Yeah.
about intelligent
Was like
design. Yeah, it was
2006 or something like that.
yeah. About
man.
about intelligent design. Yeah, it was not a good documentary. It was not a good look for Ben Stein. The guy used to write speeches for Nixon.
Yeah,
so-
I was about to say he was Nixon's speechwriter. What a weird career that guy's had.
Yeah, he is. it's funny when I look at, because Jimmy Kimmel was the host of Win Ben Stein's Money. So he worked with Ben Stein, who's famously conservative, for a long time. Jimmy Kimmel was also the co-host of the Man Show
Yeah.
with Adam Carolla. Now, Jimmy Kimmel is outspokenly liberal, but all his co-hosts, like Adam Carolla, you can't get more knuckleheaded than Adam Carolla.
Yeah. Well, I think Jimmy Kimmel is a certain kind of liberal who's like, hey, can't we all just get along? Like, he's mostly offended when people aren't proper. Like Donald Trump was an affront to a lot of liberals who never had a problem with anything else, just because he was a real piece of shit.
Yeah. Well, at least he didn't have him on the show and touch his hair.
Oh, man. Oh. I can't believe that his career survived. I mean, it's just no one remembers anything. Everything's just memory hold as soon as it happens. He's like, acting all upset about Trump like a week later on the Tonight Show.
But he is the other Jimmy Fallon. He is just the epitome of the guy who just wants to be everybody's friend.
Yeah.
It has no real point of view, has no real. I can't stand what he has done to the Night Show. The Tonight Show is just, it's disgusting, I think. Where it's all just like nostalgia. It's all nostalgia. It's all like Saved by the Bell reunion. Let's sing these old songs. Let's get one celebrity on here and do an impression of another celebrity. It's horrible. There's not a spark of originality to it. Meanwhile, Conan on his worst day is at least something. I mean, we haven't seen
even
before.
Conan had to because every late night show is that now. There's James Corden doing singing in his car with Adele. Even Conan had to start doing that kind of shit because that's what everybody that tested so well. Just look at the popular kids do a talent show, and that's all all late night is anymore. Even SNL just started doing celebrity stunt casting for all their sketches.
Yeah, and that's one of the reasons they did it, and it's worked.
I mean, in the sense that people are still talking about them.
Yeah, it's in the sense that it didn't work necessarily comedically, but it worked as far as a
business venture.
It worked as far as keeping the show relevant in that sense. I mean, Lorne Michaels knows what he's doing, and plus they're all his friends, all these super elite rich folks. Self-evident truth. 5-letter word for self-evident truth. I'm not sure what they mean by that. Unreliable. Look at this. Unreliable source of news. 3-letter word that starts with R.
Rag.
That's sort of a dated term, but that's kind of cool. Congresswoman Waters. Is it Margie? No. I don't know this congresswoman. Do you?
No, I'm trying to think of another name that doesn't start with a M-A-R.
I know.
M-A.
Maggie, maybe. No.
Medea.
Medea. When are we going to get that? Medea goes to Washington.
Oh my God.
Where is it? I'm Tyler Perry now. A picture. Medea goes to Washington. Medea goes to
Medea
Washington.
goes Washington. Medea goes to Washington.
If I'm ever on an elevator with Tyler Perry, that's just what I'm doing.
You're gonna pitch a movie where it's his character. People should do that more with
His
elevator
character
pitches.
wins.
Just
Blurt out a character.
You run into Sylvester Stallone at a restaurant and you're like, what if Rocky could fly?
Yeah. Rocky goes to Mars. Rocky hobby tunnelist. Rocky hobby tunnelist. I actually like that. I would see that movie. It would be like the Expendables, except instead of fighting and killing, they just dig a big hole and then throw a wedding for
everybody,
one of them.
Everybody
they throw a wedding
shows
for
up.
Sylvester Stallone.
He's
Sylvester
just
Stallone.
digging, and then you hear,
I
you
got
weren't
the
going to
story.
start this party without me, and it's Keith David with a shovel and a 6-pack of beer.
So Sylvester Stallone is like this rich businessman, and his only daughter, is getting married. He's promised her the best wedding ever, but then his business goes under and he's bankrupt. And he's like, what am I going to do? I promised my daughter the best business ever, the best wedding ever. So they're like, what if we dig a tunnel and have the wedding in the tunnel? And so the second act is them digging the tunnel.
Yeah,
And then
there's no
there's a
place where they
cave-in.
could. Oh yeah.
There's a cave in, and Terry Crews has to hold it up by his. You go through. And then you think Terry Crews is dead, but then at the very end, whenever who would it be? I guess the IRS, how he lost his building. The IRS is coming. We're going to seize your tunnel, and Terry Crews comes. He's all covered in dirt. Just comes in with look what I found, the pirate gold. The tunnel's yours. This will pay all your back taxes.
And I'm thinking Jeremy Piven as the guy from the IRS.
Ooh, yes. Yes.
And some Mark Wahlberg in there too. I just watched that movie Infinite with Mark Wahlberg last night. Holy Lord.
Haven't seen it.
It's a new one.
Infinite.
Just came out.
Newer one?
Yeah, it just came out. And it's about Mark Wahlberg is a guy who can remember all of his past lives. And everyone told him that he was schizophrenic, but then he finds out that it actually is real and he has a superpower. And he can recall all of the skills and languages that he's known in the past.
Yeah, but what if they're all just he's just
terrible.
been a working class schlub in every life? He's like, so I know how to weld. That's about all I know. I know how to weld. I can chug a beer.
Yeah. It's like, yeah. Hang on, let me think. Oh, no. All I got from that one is I was a boy concubine to a Greek warrior.
Yeah, that one's not going to help us out too much here. Oh. Yeah, I don't know what that is.
I've forgotten what the clue was.
Yeah, it was about the Congresswoman. It was Medea.
That's right.
The man made with hands outstretched. This is gimme, gimme, gimme. So that's the theme of these three.
Money, money, money.
Like
gimme,
Katie,
gimme, gimme.
What is her name? Katie Hale. Kind of a lazy theme, I'm going to have to say. Harry Potter's potion professor.
Snape.
Snap.
Oh, Snape.
Do your kids be interested in Harry Potter at all?
No, because I mean they're not millennials.
I don't either.
It was just a thing.
Yeah, I was just wondering if this. Yeah, if it's kind of gonna fade away, isn't it?
I think that.
I mean, I guess there'll always be some. I'm sure there are some kids their age that like it, but it's not that phenomenon that it was.
I think that
it's not going to be Star Wars.
Well, I think it is kind of like Star Wars in the sense that like it's only really magical to the people who grew up when it was magical, and you get these kids who are into it, but it's clearly because
feel like
they're
Star Wars got a second life though.
I mean, it did, but it also got a second life that was tarnished, you know, in much the same way Harry Potter has become tarnished.
Yeah.
Like everybody hates the creator and the new movies are shit. And I'm sure that at some point Disney is going to try and do something with Harry Potter since they own that intellectual property now, don't they?
I didn't know. I don't think so. I don't think. Oh, do they might? Yeah, I forgot they got Fox.
Yeah,
that's right.
So I could see them trying to do a real by the numbers reboot of Harry Potter to try and wring more money out of that.
It might be good. I mean, there's the stuff they've done with Star Wars so far has been pretty good. Well, the movies. I mean, I don't think the movies are bad. I think people are just babies about their fantasy. Their space fantasy movies.
Yeah.
I didn't think any of them were bad. But no, but they haven't showed any interest in it whatsoever.
In the Potterverse.
Let's see. Yeah. No, they haven't showed any at all.
Well, I was never.
Madigan was really into Percy Jackson there for a minute.
Yeah, I remember that. I believe that we even had an episode called "Pray the Percy Jackson Away."
yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah. And Oni just likes horror movies. We've been watching horror movies. We watched that The Wolves with.
Oh, how is that?
And I was kind of looking for that. Was the first time I watched it. You know, it's okay. It's okay. I don't think it's bad, but I was it wasn't quite what I expected, but it's funny. It's got some, like the performances are great. It's just the movie's a little doesn't really know what it wants to be. But it's worth it just for like some of the performances are pretty funny. I mean, there's no bad performer in it. All the actors, all the great. I mean, I didn't think it was bad, but I was a little disappointed.
I watched Color Out of Space recently.
But the lead, I was like, who? I've been the one with Nicolas Cage.
Yeah, the Lovecraft movie.
Is it good?
I mean, it's a Nicolas Cage horror movie.
I haven't convinced Stoney to watch it yet. I haven't convinced Stoney to watch it. I want to watch it. There's a Russian edition of that. I think of Color Out of Space that I wanna watch too. I thought this. I was like, I've read this book before, and I don't. And the preview does not make any sense compared to the. But I was wrong. I hadn't, because I went back to read it again. I was like, no, I haven't read this before. So I'm not really sure how close it is adapted. If you want to watch a good Nicolas Cage horror movie, well, I can't remember the name of the movie. It's not old. It just came out this year. It's the one. It's like the Five Nights at Freddy's ripoff.
Wait,
it's called Wonderland, I think.
Is Nicolas Cage in that? I just remember seeing like a poster for it. And
yeah,
being like,
and he doesn't. He doesn't have any dialogue.
Didn't they also made like
he says nothing.
They adapted the Banana Splits into like a Five Nights at Freddy's ripoff.
Yeah, a horror movie.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Now that I refused to watch. When I saw the review of that movie, I thought it was a joke. I thought a preview.
Like something out of UHF, like Gandhi 2.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. Those are Odie's favorite movies. She loved that one, and it was pretty good. Though Nicolas Cage gave a good performance in it. It was a pretty good movie. Let's see. Arise from. 5 4-letter word for arise from. I have no idea.
Arise from.
Yeah.
Emit?
Ooh, maybe let's see what this down is.
No, it couldn't be.
Chris. One of the Hemsworth brothers. Yeah, that's Chris. Maybe let's see what this GMO. Hours. Oh, that's Greenwich Mean Time. Hours at the Prime Meridian. Greenwich Mean Time. What's this one?
Omits.
Oh, blank 3. Blank free fatty acids. Omega. I have no idea what this is. Discharge as of gas. Arise. Oh, stem from. Arise like.
Oh.
It's not literally rising.
Oh, emission.
Let's see.
I think is the down.
Was that the gas one?
What is it?
What is this one? The actors Ken or actress Lena.
Odin?
O-blank-I-N. I feel like I don't think it's Odin. What is that Swedish actress name? Actress's name. Knocked off schedule. Oh, bumped.
Oh,
like,
bumped.
I get it now. Now, what is this one? This 32 across. Felipe Medi or Jesus of baseball fame. Oh, it's Ella. Yeah, and it's Lena Olin. That's her name. She's the one that was in those Ingmar Bergman movies. Let's see here. Self-evident truth. I still don't know what that is. What's this? What's 11 down here? Staples of British Christmas time theater. Pantomimes? I had no idea. Did you know that? I don't remember any pantomimes
in British Christmas time theater.
Yeah, I don't remember any pantomimes in A Christmas Carol.
I can't even think of any British Christmas time theater.
No, neither. Poker giveaway. That's a tell. Is there not 2 M's in admission? No, I guess not. '99 Luft Balloons Band, 1984. It's Nina. Used to love that song. It's not a bad song. Oh, I bet this is
when it comes in. Man, that's so good.
Yeah, like, when
like the 99.
When the drums kicks up the tempo change.
But yeah, when the drop happens,
it's great.
It's so funky. It's great.
Yeah, it's a great song. I love that. I had a tape. It was like one of those compilation tapes you used to be able to get all the time. And they would sell on TV, like Hot Tracks whatever
yeah.
the popular top 40. It was on there, but it was the the German version of it. I thought it was so freaking cool. I took it to school and played it because I thought it was so smart. And I always loved the German version of Captain Kirk, which is Captain Kirk. There's another song. Oh, what's it called? That's similar. It has a similar vibe to it. I like it. It's it's Major Tom. It's like the sequel to Space Odyssey, an unofficial sequel to Space Odyssey.
Yeah.
That's a great song too. God, who sings that song? I can never remember. I always have to. Oh no, that's not it. Peter Schilling.
Mm-hmm.
The name of the song is just Major Tom, but it's a German song too. That's a great song. Let's see here. Caves. Oh, they must have known we were going to be talking about hobby tunneling on this.
Gives in.
Will Shorts. Oh, yeah. Give out, but never give in. Okay, what is this? Blank Waters. Marine? No. Marlene. No. What is this woman's name?
Mabine?
It could be Medine, I guess. Medine. Doesn't. Okay, let's fill these in here. Prefix with present. That's gonna be omnipresent. Signify. I think that's Dean. No, it's not. That's Dean. Signify. What's the four-letter word for signify?
Mean.
Mean. Yeah.
Axiom. Maxine.
Oh, Maxine. How could we not? Yeah, Maxine Waters. How could I forget about her? Okay, we've filled in this top half of the puzzle. Let's move on. Baseball legend who was once engaged to J-Lo. A-Rod. Did they break up? They must just broke up recently. They were quarantining together.
I think J-Lo and Ben Affleck are back together.
Oh, yeah. I heard about that. Yeah. Texas border city. Let's see.
El Paso.
Oh, yeah. West Texas town of El Paso. I fell in love with a Mexican maid.
Have you ever seen that that Steve Martin special where he does like a dramatic acting out of that where it's him and chimps? It's like scene where he's dying and this chimp dressed up like a senorita comes up and is kissing him on the lips.
Weird. I feel like we've talked about that on the show before.
He rides an elephant instead of a horse.
Yeah. God, Steve Martin is such a weirdo. It's like
Did you see where the banjo player from Mumford & Sons quit the band because he came out as like a fascist?
Yeah.
And then he was like, listen, I'm not. And he goes, I'm no stranger to bullying. I play banjo for a living. And I was like, so does Steve Martin, and nobody's bullying him about it.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that. Whatever. I hate that when people claim that when people get called out on their bullshit, and they always cry about being bullied.
Yeah, he said he was quitting to make it easier on the rest of the band. It's like, no, they totally kicked you out, bro.
Yeah, before they fire you.
Yeah, they were like, we got a good thing going here.
All right, Blank Miserable. That's Les
Miserable. He was an executive at MGM back in the 60s, I believe.
Yeah.
Les Miserables. I think he was the one that green lighted It's a Mad, 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 Mad World.
I was going to say, he never got past, he never recovered from the flop of the sequel to It's a Mad, 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 Mad World. It's a mad, 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 mad world. Eye problem. Be cataract. That's not going to fit in there. 4-letter word for eye problem.
Is it? It's EYE.
Yeah, like your eyeball.
Eye problem. It's probably a pun or something.
Yeah, 2003 animated film subtitled Legend of the Seven Seas. Oh, this is one of the only movies I have ever walked out on. 2003, I walked out on Sinbad, the animated Sinbad, The Seven Seas, with Brad Pitt to the voice of Sinbad. I think Catherine Zeta-Jones was in that movie. Horrible.
I did not know that existed.
As a matter of principle, I won't walk out on movies. I'll watch the whole thing. You know, it's only an hour and a half. That one was like, no.
Yeah, same.
I did walk out on a movie called Kiss or Kill at the Kentucky Theater in Lexington. I don't know. Did you ever go to the Kentucky Theater in Lexington?
No.
This was way back in the 90s, and they served beer long before any other theater served beer. I mean, this was like 96, maybe 96 or 97. It had, what was her name? The actress, Frances O'Connor, I think. And I'd seen her in another movie that I liked, so that's why we saw this movie. It was horrible. They served beer there, and then we were of age, but we snuck beer in because it was kind of expensive. And once we were done, like we were out of beer, like let's get out of here. The movie sucks. So that's the only time I've ever walked out on. 2 times I've walked out on movies. You ever walk out on a movie?
I was just trying to think. I know that I walked out on the Smurfs movie.
What, the recent one?
Like the one with like Katy Perry and
Doogie
Howser.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, I was. I feel like I've told this story before. I got free like preview like screening tickets, test audience tickets to see it, and I took Oliver. He was really little, and he hated it, and he just started screaming, "This is boring!" And then every kid in the theater and this test audience was like, "He's right, it's boring, it's boring." They're all screaming. I was like, "Okay, we're leaving."
Yeah, I think I was.
There's a guy with a clipboard by the door when we're leaving.
He's right
There's a chorus of children screaming, "It's boring, it's boring."
I wonder, have you ever watched it again since then to see if they changed anything?
I mean, I've only saw like the first 20 minutes of it. But I know that there was another movie just recently that I just bailed on. Can't think of... Oh, you know what? Like, even at home, I usually won't shut off a movie, even if I think it sucks.
Yeah.
But I did with that movie that was, it had the kid that plays Spider-Man.
Tobey Maguire? Or no, Tom Holland?
Tom Holland. The one
Spider-Man?
where it's like the Tom Holland movie where you can hear his thoughts. Everyone can hear his thoughts. It's like a sci-fi movie.
Oh, that sounds like... No, I haven't heard of that one.
I mean, it came out during the quarantine, and the premise is that it's like on a planet where for some reason your thoughts are audible to everyone around you. And I was like, they should have just called this the planet where no one can have sex anymore.
I don't understand how that. I mean, if everybody, I can understand the dramatic conflict if you're the only one this happens to. But if it happens to everybody and it's normal, I don't understand what the conflict is about that. It's just like, okay, that's like, let's go to a planet where everybody can talk out loud.
Yeah. Well, I think that the conflict was supposed to be that this is not the planet that these people were born on. This is like a mining colony. And when you get there, everyone can hear your thoughts.
And they don't tell you. Now that's
But it was just too much. I was like, I can't do it. I'm gonna turn this off.
Yeah, I've never even heard of that movie. Okay, where are? Oh, that was the Sinbad one. Let's go this 46 down. Jared of Dallas Buyers Club. It's gonna be Leto.
Yeah, because what was the 55 across? I thought that I knew what it was, and I was like, if it's Jared Leto, then I'm right.
Yeah. Oh, eye problem. Sty.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna.
You ever get styes? It's spelt funny. Is it
Y-E.
Y-E? That's it. Yeah.
I have gotten a sty before.
I don't get them often because I know some people are like prone to them and get them a lot. Madigan used to get these cysts in his eyes when he was real little that were similar to. I had one a couple years ago. It was before the pandemic. I remember that. God, it's miserable. They hurt so bad that I had to get an eye patch because I couldn't look at my computer. I couldn't focus. Like one eye was fine, but the other eye wouldn't focus. So I had to work on my computer. I had to put an eye patch on. Oh. Finally, it didn't last long though. A couple days. Let's see here. 52 down. You aren't. I think this is supposed to be lying. You aren't lying. Sewing machine part. Ooh. P-E blank blank blank. I don't know.
Pedal.
Pedal. Yeah. All right, this is another one that's going to be there. Particularly enthusiastic cry at the altar. I do
believe in
this
ghosts.
one is. I don't like this, Katie, because you set up a pattern and then this is similar to the pattern. But all the other ones were the same word 3 times, and this is not that.
Yeah.
Lazy. Most gerunds, nouns. Most Jareds. Sex offender.
Yeah.
Jared, is he still in prison?
He is.
Jared from Subway still in prison?
Yeah. There was some other celebrity that went to prison that was in the same prison. Oh, it was Rod Blagojevich was in prison with Jared from Subway.
Wow.
And I think the guy from Enron also, like they were all in prison together.
I would like to see how Jared's doing.
I heard that he joined the Aryan Brotherhood. For protection reasons.
Wow, a lot of choices.
Yeah.
What else? What other choices does he have?
He converts to Islam.
He's freaking and he get tattooed. I bet he put a lot of weight back on.
Oh yeah, I believe I did hear that he gained a bunch of weight. But who knows if that, I mean, that sounds like everyone wants to believe that guy would just gain a bunch of weight in prison.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that he definitely gained weight in prison, but I don't know how. I don't know if he can gain all that weight back in prison because you can only get so much food.
Yeah, he just keeps eating his cellmates.
Unless he's super. Yeah, he's just over and over again. Prefix with technology, nano. Ski slope conveyance, lift? No. Let's look at these. The N of NB? What does NB mean?
The N of NB?
Yeah.
It's
type
bib.
not much as of cream. Oh, a dab. That's funny. It's like, what? Kids TV character with a talking map. Oh, Dora. Okay, so let's look at this one again. T-Bar. Yeah. College Sports Channel. ESPNU. Secluded Valley, Glen. Uh-oh, here we go. Pop group with the hits. Oh, you know what? We might owe, or I might owe Katie an apology. Because the theme is actually a pop group with hits 17, 39, and 61 across.
Oh.
Wow.
That is very clever.
So my apologies, Katie.
Wow, hats off to you.
I thought the theme was one thing, but it was another. You pulled a fast one. Although I do take an issue with Mr. Cool still, I think. But in the context of everything else, I know crosswords are hard, especially the New York Times, where you don't have as many of these black spaces as other crosswords might have. So you have to line these words up better. Sometimes you gotta stretch to get something. All right. Well, Nathan, that is about it, and we're almost at midnight. And darn it if I don't have to work tomorrow.
Oh, no.
I'm back in the office.
Yeah. Oh, I have to work tomorrow, too. Oh, no. I'm so confused. I thought today was Sunday, but I knew I had Monday off. And so I was like, I got tomorrow off. No, I don't. I have to work tomorrow.
No. Yeah, I'm also it screwed me up too. Yeah, so you got anything you want to promote? You still doing trivia at the Kaiju?
I am, yeah. You can come to trivia at Kaiju, or you could play along online at the WednesdayEveningQuiz.com. I ought to just start streaming at other places because I got shook down by ASCAP, so we're not playing music on the stream anymore. Might as well just start streaming it on here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, other than that, you could listen to my other podcast. We don't have a podcast yet. And I think I might go do an open mic sometime in the next week.
Yes, I'm definitely. I've booked a couple. So I will be at 1020. Do you know that place? 1020 Butchertown. It's a new place in Butchertown.
No.
Be there on July 18th. I'll be at the Caravan on, I don't remember. Now I got to look at my calendar here. Well, it's the 28th, I think. Yeah. And then, hopefully I'll start getting out more, going to some of these show up go. It looks like there's a lot, an embarrassment of riches with open mics right now in Louisville.
Yeah. I heard they're just starting one up again at the Bardstown.
I think it's Thursday nights again, like it used to be.
I think so.
So Thursday's there, Wednesday's the Caravan. I don't know if there's a Tuesday night one. I think there's a Tuesday night one somewhere.
I think there's a Tuesday night one at Red Top Hot Dogs.
Yes.
I don't know.
Is it? I don't know if that's Tuesday. I think that might be Thursday.
Oh, maybe it is.
I think Red Top might be Thursday. Because that's when I was thinking about hitting up because I like hot dog.
Oh yeah.
But it's it's late.
And
Monday
those
there's
hot dogs are
plenty of tapes.
expensive.
I was looking at them the other day, we were thinking about going there, and we did not. I looked at them online. We ended up not going there.
Yeah.
I wanted just like a Chicago. It looked like all the dogs were kind of like these weird fusion type things.
They're all fancy dogs, yeah.
Yeah, I wanted just a Chicago dog. Which, what is the name of that restaurant? Six Forks? What's the place? And it's on Preston. You know the place I'm talking about?
Yes,
the burger place.
Yeah.
I think it's called Six Forks.
Yeah.
They have a good Chicago dog.
They do. I think I had a chicken sandwich there that was really good too.
They're a good restaurant. We need to go back there. Just I kind of forgot about it. Yeah, but yeah, I plan on hitting some open mics, maybe doing some shows. So anybody around Louisville, just look at the Louisville Laughs page. I think Craig Ewing books every single open mic, and I think he books everything in Louisville now. I don't know who's booking the club, but he books. If you want some stage time, that's who you need to talk to. There's a regular Sunday show, I think, at the Aloft. At Aloft, not the Aloft. At Aloft. So yeah, I think it should be good. Where are you thinking about going?
I don't know. I'm so busy. I'll probably just wander off some whenever I have a day when I don't have anything going on.
My thing is, I just want to go to bed, and they're all so late. We're getting to the point where we're letting Madigan stay with the girls some, so I can leave. When I was talking to Marshall about booking, are you going to be home in time for me to get to? Because the open mic at the club's kind of early. I think it's at 7:00. And she's like, it doesn't matter, you can leave Madigan with the girls for a while until I get home. So I'm going to start running out of excuses.
Yeah, your kids are going to be in college. You'll be like, oh, I don't know.
It's a school night. All right. All right. Well, Nathan, thank you for all that you are and all that you do. Thank you for all the, good God, werewolves. And I forgot what I used to say. Sailors and submarines, werewolves on the moon, or werewolves in subways. I used to say police on the moon, but then I
werewolves in subway.
Then I went ACAB. Yeah. See you in the funny papers, kid.